First thing you want to do when you are creating labels is you want to go over to the query or table you're making labels from. In this case, we're in our query 1. You may recognize this from previous videos. We're going to go to create, okay, hit labels over here, and now we're going to set our custom margins. So we're going to hit customize. I'm just going to delete this, show you how it would look otherwise. Okay, you're going to press new, and here you can fill in the dimensions for your label as specified in the question paper. So let's say they told us to make it 3 centimeters tall by 5 centimeters wide. Okay, if they didn't tell you which margins to put here, you'd put your top, left, and right margins. If they didn't tell you, you can just hit OK, yes, and it'll automatically fill the margins for you. Make sure units of measure over here are in metric, by the way. It'll make things a lot easier. Let's also say they wanted us to keep it to be 2 labels per row. Okay, so that's 2 columns worth of labels. So the number across would then be 2. All right, and then we can set the spacing between labels over here. So let's say the spacing were to be 1 centimeter, right? Again, there's some other dimensions that you can fill in over here, such as the internal margins for the label, okay? But we don't want to do that at the moment. There's no need unless specified. Gonna then press OK, right? X, and here you have your custom dimensions. We're gonna hit next because we already selected it. Here you can do some font settings, but we don't want to do that now. Here then we have our prototype label. So what we're gonna do here is we're basically putting the fields in the order that we want them to show up in our label. Okay, so let's say I wanted the title of the label to be reservation. Okay, label. It's a bit uninspired, but it is what it is. Then we'd put title, okay, maybe even a dot afterwards. Again, this is all as per the question paper. You can put up to 10 fields per line, but assume they're all on different lines unless you're told otherwise in the question paper, okay? We're gonna put a space, first name, last name. Then on the second line, we're gonna put the depart port and the yacht name. And then down here, we can put the number of days, okay? We're gonna hit next. We don't want to sort, so we can just click finish right away. And as you can see, we have our labels here with everything that we stated. There's a 1 centimeter space between them, okay, with all of the fields given already. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna close our print preview. We're gonna go to layout view, and we can start editing our label. So let's say I wanted the title to be a bit bigger. Obviously, it is a title. You're gonna go to format up here, okay? Let's change the text size to like 14, as you can see. And then we can bring this a little bit down, bring all of this down so that it has enough space, right? Put some spacing between them, put some white space between them. You'll notice that here it isn't in 2 columns, but that's fine. When you're printing, it will come out. I'm gonna show you in the print preview later. Okay, so here's each label. We can even move things around, make sure it's center aligned, not like that through here, for example. Here now all of this is center aligned, which would make it more organized, look better. Okay, you can obviously change your colors and such, and you can add text boxes through the labels you have in report layout design. They are not the same as these labels, obviously, so you have to use some contextual reference there. So you can put a label over here. It says, I don't know, the name of the country. You could have done this earlier, but let's say you forgot, or it was told later in the question paper. So we can put the name of the company, the yacht company, to be Yacht LLC. Again, uninspired, but I can't be bothered. We can bring that down here, and it'll translate to every single label. Now back to report layout design over here. We're gonna hit our print preview, and as you can see, this is how it would show up on our printer after it prints. You can even put more columns here if instructed. You can make the spacing more even if instructed, but they'll tell you the space between columns, so you don't exactly have to do anything with that. And that's pretty much it. That's how you create labels. It's rather simple once you get the hang of it.